Hello and welcome back. This is MC1 Gamer bringing you another video about the gaming world. In this case, it's going to be another one for Age of Sigmar, and this one has to do with all the hubbub that's going on about GW getting back into organized gaming and what it really means, because wow, did I get a lot of messages yesterday from a lot of the usual suspects, but from a ton of people that are, I guess, followers of mine or people that are in the community asking about it, or in some cases being kind of smug about it. And I've seen a ton that's, since then on various websites discussing it. And the sources are historically very suspect, but there's some information that I can share, being what I, who I've been, what I've been involved with, and the group that I've been involved in, what we've been doing and what we've been planning, and how it connects to that. So if you have been, under a rock for the last 24 hours, and mind you, if you're not part of the gaming community specifically involved with like Age of Sigmar and Games Workshop in general, I wouldn't expect you to be anything other than that. But just not in touch. But if you're involved in that, if you're watching this video, you're probably in tune with a lot of the news and rumors that are out there. There was a couple of things that were released, but they came, a lot of them came from Bowls, Bella Lost Souls, which is another one of those like Fat 212, which is one of those places where more often than not they get it wrong, and even if when they get it right, they don't get it all right, because it's built out of rumor. And nothing against those guys. They're trying to get clicks. They're running a business. They're sharing. I've done rumor milling myself, and not out of profit interests, but mostly just because it's part of the community, and sharing and spreading information as you get it. And sometimes it's rumor and it's not real. Well, this is information that they got is partially right. They really got it off of some kits that were, and there's been panels at various events that GW has been at discussing this, which is astonishing that after they've specifically said what they were doing, that the writers at Bowls actually still got this wrong. So they must not have been there. They must have just got it out of pictures or hearsay and didn't get the full story, or didn't read anything that they had, if they had anything in hand. So let me go and illustrate some details. First of all, GW is back in the organized arena. They are they're looking to jump back in. This is not a bad thing. It's not that they're looking to take it over or push anybody out. More events just mean more opportunities for the community of players. But they've been out of it for so long and been out of touch with it for so long that the community has risen up. Local stores have started to do it. People have gotten involved, made a business practically out of it. There's been some very popular circuits here in the U.S. I'm sure overseas there's big ones as well, and I've heard of several of them, where you have this event circuit. This is why comm systems got developed, because the community just took over and took control of that aspect of the game. GW just took a step back for whatever reason. There's a lot of surmising on why that is. Probably a lot of it was because they just didn't want to have to deal with all the people, with all the effort. There's probably a lot of money involved, a lot of effort, and a lot of feedback, and probably a lot of whining by the community. Shocker, people whining, complaining, and bitching about rules and scenarios and stuff. But they don't have to manage that if they get step back from it. They just run, build the game, sell it, and let people do what they will with it. And they're still kind of doing that, but now they're looking to go and encourage local stores and the community to run events, and they're providing packages to do so. They're doing it with 40K, and they're doing it with Age of Sigmar. Now, what got a lot of people in a fervor as it regards to Age of Sigmar is the miscommunication of what point structure means. What a lot of people are reporting is that point structure, and this is incorrect, what point structure supposedly means is that they're now adding a point system to the War Scrolls, the same as in past games, to try and balance the game. In so far as, you would have like a War Scroll, which would denote that unit's point cost or that character's point cost. This is not happening. Let me assure you, I can't prognosticate, look into the future and say that this will never happen. But I am 99% sure this will not, because the words that I've gotten and that is filtered down from people who are far more connected than I am, have been told that this is not planned. So some people have said, oh, as a holdout, maybe this might happen somewhere down the road. They might introduce a 2.0 or an advanced version of Age of Sigmar. just put that aside, guys. Age of Sigmar is playing advanced. If you say that, you're not playing it, or you don't know how to play it, or you didn't give it a proper shot. But let's get back to what this point structure means. This is not a point structure to try to balance the game and create a series, reissue all the war scrolls with points. And I don't know if what they're gonna do with 40K, because there's still rumors about that, and it's not true until it's real, until it comes from GW. So again, the rumors that maybe they'll AOS 40K, who knows? Could it happen? Sure. But let's get back to the point. What this point structure means is that they're encouraging stores, and we've seen this in the past couple of months, where they've given like $250 of prize support to a store to run an event. I've been at several of them. I've been involved with several of them, and I've actually run one. And I'm running one tomorrow. The stores get prize support from GW to promote these games. And what they're doing is they're now providing further incentive for stores with a structure of scenarios similar to one that was ran at Warhammer World. I think it was about a month or two ago. I think it was in January or December. And it was run last month and this month at stores locally here in the U.S., but it was run initially in the UK. And it was a series of 3 events, a one-day event with, bring 50 wounds, you only bring 1 wizard. They gave you an ice wizard with special abilities, and there was prize support. And they gave stores the prize support to go and run this. This is similar to what they're doing. They're encouraging stores, they're giving them a packet, and encouraging them to do that and providing them with prize support. So there's incentive for the stores to get involved in the gaming circuit. And they'll put out these packets, and they'll work with other groups like the group that I'm part of, Gamer Grunts, that will help run it and write it and get involved with it. And the point structure that is amazing that people are flipping out about, some about being smug and saying, oh, I told you so, or it's not enough, they should go further, or people lamenting about the fact, that, oh my God, they're betraying us. They said no points. I love the freeform system. Everybody take a chill pill, take a step back. The point structure is a ranking system. It's a ranking system based on your performance. So if you come in first or second or third or however you are down the sliding scale, you get a point value that ranks you, and then you accumulate that over the course of many events within the circuit, and it ranks you up until the inevitable GT, a much larger event, which Gamer Grunts is also in the planning stages, to run. We're going to be doing. There's a couple of things I can't talk about, and I'm in discussion with the Gamer Grunts guys who are who are having that dialogue too. We've been doing that. That's exactly what we've been doing. We're organizing a regional GT. We're actually talking to people about the packet that we've been building up in other regions. I've been doing stuff on my own. I have my own scenarios and my own events that I've been planning and that I haven't been actually running. But I've been getting involved with these Gamer Grunts guys, these local guys, and that's what they've brought me on and had me get involved with it. And they have a specific structure that is almost identical to what the structure package and that we've been building and we've been talking about and we've been running for several months now, and that we've had dialogue with, for many months prior to that. It's almost like a mirror image of what these packages look like. It's just these packages are are a little more are printed out in nice paper with different types of tokens and stuff, and has a little more of a schematic, and it has a little more a little more presentation. But what we've been building is that type of a system and providing points on a ranking system after each event for each person that participates, and that will have a ranking system that will impact when we do our GT near the end of the year. So, this is what we're talking about. When people say, put out these things on the net, especially from Bowles or Fayette 212, you just got to take it with a grain of salt, with a mountain of salt, because it doesn't always mean what they think it means. And it doesn't always get interpreted by the rest of us in the same way. I happen to know specifically how this works because I'm involved in the system. I've been working on building a system. I'm running an event series that is very almost nearly identical to that, and the group that I'm with is in talks with GW about representing for this organized event. This is an encouragement to stores, not a competition. Encourage them to join up and become part of it, and to provide them with prize support, and to then take that list of stores that are involved and interested, and then make it available to tournament organizers, to event organizers, and give them the tools and the structure that they can use in doing so. So take that for what you Whatever you look, if you don't believe me, that's fine. But please just don't freak out about what you see in these posts. They don't always hold water anyway. I have taken a break to go put this out there for my marathon painting and fest to try and get stuff, in better table ready condition for this huge mega battle I've got in the works for tomorrow at a local shop here in North New Jersey. And it's going to be great. I'm really, really excited for it. I've already gotten, a bunch of signups. My son is going to participate as well, and I'll be providing pictures and videos. So I just wanted to take a few minutes out to go and do that. I may do a paint-a-sode for anybody who tunes in later on tonight, invite some people to come in. It depends on how much I get done. And then, if I need to take a break and spend a little bit of time with my wife and son for dinner, and afterwards, we might just, I need to get away from the paint table. I'm filled with fumes right now from all the spraying and from all the painting, and my fingers are starting to I guess, what is it, tighten up from all the activity. I need to take a break. So I don't know when I'm going to get back from going out with my family tonight. When I do, I might actually do a paint-a-sode and invite some of the the usual suspects on to shoot the breeze and talk about these rumors and talk about some of the recent releases, and just in general have a social experience to go and get some more stuff painted. It might not be too late for me because, again, I'm going to have to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to run an event for a whole bunch of people tomorrow. But I definitely will do something like that later on tonight, and I will definitely be reporting on the event. But again, when you see this stuff from these sites, just first of all, don't panic. I did a whole episode a while back that said don't panic. You shouldn't panic. This is a game, but also be suspect of things you hear and read about, because it's not always the truth or even the whole story. And for all those guys, especially you, Paul Conti, because you were the first to message me. And wow, when I got a message, I was like, what is going on? Because I knew what was happening, but I didn't know what he was talking about. Thankfully, when I finally got the full message, I understood what he was reporting to me, and I finally looked at the link. But to all the people, all of you guys from the Facebook, from the website, from YouTube, and all the others that I know of, in and around the hobby that have messaged me about this, thank you for reporting stuff to me and raising the alarm. But you all need to just kind of chill on both sides of the coin. Those of you who are in the smug category, bragging that maybe things were not, that supposedly you were right, I was wrong, as well as those of you who are, flipping out that things were not going the way you were hoping they were, and that GW is pulling a 180. Everybody just needs to chill out. This is a good thing for the community. GW is not pushing around the local chapter. They're inviting them to be part of this effort at the local store. They're providing prize support, which is all a good thing. It's good for us as players. It's good for the stores to promote business. It's good for the community to grow further, the game to grow further, and GW is in it to make money too. And by the way, a lot of the structure is going to be built around a lot of these start collecting boxes and the battalion scrolls. See that as some of the formation of how and the impetus behind a lot of the incentives and a lot of what they build. That those are real, and they're good incentives, because that's why we're getting cost breaks on a lot of these things. Anyway, good stuff all around. Hope you guys enjoyed, and back to the painting fest for me. Have a great day, everybody.